This is Goldilocks and Just One Bear by Leah Hutchinson. Now this one is a different story with Goldilocks and Baby Bear. Once upon a time, there was this bear. One minute he was strolling in the woods all happy-go-lucky. The next minute he didn't have a crumb of a clue where he was. He was completely lost. The bear didn't much like this place. Too many bright lights and not enough twigs. Too much a loud honk and beep and not nearly enough hoot and and bugs chirping. The bear was also a tiny bit scared, and his furry legs were slightly wobbly. Maybe the thing to do, said the bear, would look around, is to pop into Snoopy Towers and get away from this terrible racket. Where do you think he is, looking at the picture? Do you think he's in the forest? Or do you think he's in a city or a town? I think he's probably in a town. I think he wanted to be in the forest, but somehow he wandered off. But the revolving door at the Snoopy Tower made the bear dizzy, and being dizzy with wobbly legs was bad news. So there he is. He's not walking very well because he's very dizzy. When you're dizzy, it's hard to keep your balance. What the bear needed was a little rest. A little rest somewhere would definitely make things better. So he got on the elevator. There he is, he's going up. The bear peeked through a door and thought how very pleasant it was up here. Not nasty or noisy like down there, said the bear, just the place for a little rest. All the whoosh and traveling was certainly a hungry business. So before his little rest, a little porridge seemed like a good idea. Oh, so now he's in somebody's apartment. He got off the elevator and he's going into the house. I wonder whose house he's going into. So he tried a porridge. Says, this porridge is too soggy. Is that porridge? No, it's a fish bowl. This porridge is too crunchy. He's eating kitty food. This porridge is a bit on the dry side, but it is better than nothing. So he's eating some dry toast. Now the bear was ready for his little rest. This chair is too ouchy. Oh, that's a cactus. This chair is too noisy. What did he sit on? He sat on a cat. It's not a good chair. This chair is just right. Oh, it's a beanbag chair that has all these little bean things in it. When he sat down, they popped all over. The little rest is nice, but what the bear needed to really feel like himself again was a good old-fashioned nap in a comfy bed. Ooh, so he broke the chair. This is too frothy. He's in the bathtub. This bed is too pink. This bed is just right. He fell asleep. And soon he nodded off. The bear dreamed of the crunching through the leaves. The bear dreamed of puttering around in his slippers. The bear dreamed of a voice shouting very, very loudly. Somebody has been eating from the fishbowl, said the daddy person. Someone has been eating my dear little pumpkin's kitty nibbles, said the mommy person. And somebody has been eating my toast, said the little person, and they've eaten it all up. Unfortunately, the bear was not dreaming at all. He was wide awake and back in real life again. Oh, so there's the daddy person. He's looking at the fishbowl. There's hardly any water out of it left. She's noticed there's hardly any cat food, and then the toast is gone. And there's the bear. He woke up. Somebody has squashed my cactus, said the daddy person. Somebody has upset my dear little pumpkin, said the mommy person. And somebody has popped my beanbag chair, said the little person. She seems very excited that there's a bunch of little beads all over. As a mommy person, I don't think I'd be very excited about that, but I could see how she would be. Somebody has been sleeping in my bathtub, said the daddy person. Somebody has been sleeping in my bed, said the mommy person. Shh, whispered the little person. I think that somebody is sleeping in my bed right now. The bear peeked from under the covers to see the daddy person, the mommy person, and the little person standing right there. Do you think that the bear's scared? I think she's kind of scared. When we read the other Goldilocks book, Goldilocks was scared. So I'm thinking the bear's probably pretty scared too. The bear thought that the mommy person looked ever so slightly familiar, which means he recognizes her. And the mommy person thought that the bear looked pretty familiar too. They both thought. So these are thinking bubbles. It says gobbling other people's breakfast, breaking other people's stuff, and snoozing in other people's beds seemed ever so slightly familiar too. And it was. Who do you think the mommy person is? Goldilocks, right? Mm-hmm. Baby bear! Yelled the mama person. Goldilocks! Yelled the baby bear. He's not a baby anymore, though. They hadn't seen each other in ages. Porridge? Asked Goldilocks. The bear nodded. So Goldilocks cooked up a big bowl and plucked it in front of him. It was not too hot, and it was not too cold. It was just right. It made the bear almost forget about the once upon a time when Goldilocks had behaved so badly too. This little bear would never dream of doing anything like that. He did the same thing. And although it had been good to see Goldilocks living so happily ever after with those charming people, the bear decided it was time to go back home to the woods. And there he is with a map to show him how to get back. So this is baby bear all grown up. And Goldilocks was grown up too. She has her own family. So there's Goldilocks and her husband, and then their baby. And then there's baby bear all grown up. So what did you think of that story? Did you like the story? Did you like how it told a little different story of Goldilocks and the bears? I liked it too. Okay. Have a good day.